I'm here investigating this Bill McIntosh phenomenon. Let's see what people think.
Bill McIntosh?
Oh yes, his AI knowledge is almost as powerful as my magic spells.
Bill McIntosh? His traffic strategies are used across 17 galaxies. Even Martians watch his show. Captain McIntosh's traffic secrets help me navigate the digital seas perfectly. His show be pure treasure, mate.
Bill McIntosh's AI insights fuel my experiments. His live stream is pure scientific genius.
Sir William McIntosh's online business strategies help me modernize my kingdom. I never miss his weekly show.
As you can see, Bill McIntosh's influence reaches everyone from wizards to scientists. His weekly show has become a cultural phenomenon.
It's time for the Bill McIntosh Show.
Hey, 'tis I, Sir William. Hello out there. Give me a big, warm, excited hello in the chat, and we'll kick things off here. It is awesome to be here with you. We had a little break here on YouTube. We hadn't done a live show in a while. I've been traveled to Texas to speak on a stage in front of some really successful e-commerce entrepreneurs. Then I've had 2 workshops that I've been doing with many of you who are watching me right now. And it has been back to back to back 3 weeks of just helping people learn how to launch online businesses using the amazing technology that is Buildy.ai. And it has been quite a whirlwind. So I'm glad to be back here on YouTube, and I'm glad to see so many of you watching right now. Do me a huge favor and smash that thumbs up button that you see alongside this video, and let YouTube know that this would be a great place for your fellow entrepreneurs to hang out. It'll send the signals to YouTube, and hopefully they'll start spreading the word and getting the channel out there in front of more people, because it would be nice to see those audience numbers go up. Those are amateur numbers. And I'd love to see them double, triple, and quadruple in size today. So audience is a little light, but your help could help YouTube bring more people to come hang out with us in the chat. And of course, today, this is specifically for those of you who are entrepreneurs or starting a brand new online business, or you're trying to take your existing business and scale it up and grow it with some of the current technology, whether it's using the various AI tools like Buildy.ai and others, or targeting into some of the traffic strategies. What we're going to zero into today is a perfect combination of both. We're going to talk about how to use AI in a way that really, really helps you to get traffic to your website, that makes the job way easier. So anybody, give me some thumbs up for that. Traffic and getting your first visitors to your website can be the most challenging part of launching your online business. You work so hard to get your website launched or to get your app created or your funnel up, and then you have a whole other journey in front of you, which is how to get those first visitors and get that money coming in the door. So we're going to talk a little bit about that today. And I have 2 segments today. One is going to be, if you're someone who has been on the hamster wheel of internet marketing, right? We'll call it internet marketing or digital marketing or online entrepreneurship, whatever label you want to slap on it. You've been kind of a student or somebody following it for a long time, and you kind of feel like you're stuck on a hamster wheel that leads to nowhere. Well, we're going to help you solve that a bit later in the broadcast. And then we're going to show you how to use Buildy.ai to help make getting traffic easier than ever before. That's my agenda for the day. And we got prizes. So I think, Nick, is it $200 we're giving out today?
Yes, that's it.
Fantastic. Well, then we have not 1, but 2 fantastic prizes to give away. And so actually, I would bet that the winners are in the audience right this very moment. So we're going to be doing that as well. So stick around if you want to find out if you won. And for those of you who have been participating in our school community, are the ones who are going to be eligible to win. And by the way, we should share that. Nick, I don't know if you have that link, if you can pop that link out to our school community. If any of you have been a fan of the channel or following us here on YouTube, and you don't know about school, you definitely want to be there. There are thousands of people just like you, builders who are building, growing, and scaling their businesses all there. It's free. It's not one of those paid school groups. It's free. And we're building an amazing community all around building, particularly with Buildathon, our platform that helps you build anything you need to launch and grow your business. So definitely join us over in school. And do you have that link, Nick, or do you need me to get it for you?
No, I popped it out.
Oh, fantastic. And it makes me realize that I did not open up YouTube Studio. So really quick, again, I'll remind you, hit that thumbs up button down there if you haven't yet. Help us get the word out about today's show. And Nick, why don't we do some shout outs? Let's find out who out there is new to our show. Has anybody here not been on one of our live shows here on YouTube before? Say, I'm new in the chat. And then everyone tell us, where in the world are you? So where in the world are you? And if you're new, say, I'm new in the chat. And producer Nick can do some shout outs while I get logged into YouTube Studio that I forgot to do before we went live. So I'll get settled in here. And we have any shout outs coming in yet?
Yes, we've got John from Georgia. Frank. So Frank's really active in our school group, but I think he's new to our YouTube show. So welcome to our YouTube show, Frank. We haven't done him in a while. Loggy from California. Adam, he's new. Wesley from Chicago. Brian from Las Vegas. Mike Leonard from Thailand. Lots of new people.
Oh, fantastic. Fantastic. Nice worldwide audience. A lot of new people. Glad to hear that. And thank you guys for tuning in to the show today. And definitely join us in school. And I'm going to go, since I'm in YouTube Studio, let me find where you put that link, and I'm going to pin it. Pin. Boom. Okay, so I've pinned that into the chat, and that is where you can get participate. If you want to learn how to build a business with AI, that's the place to go. If you want support from like-minded entrepreneurs just like you, there are some amazing people like Frank in there who are giving advice, helping people out, and it's a real good community that is evolving there inside of our builders community in school. So jump in, go be part of that. I'd love to have you over there. And as I said, our show today has got two parts. We got three parts. Prizes, which I think we'll split it up. Let's do one prize in just a moment, and then another prize before we wrap up today. What do you say, Nick? Does that seem like a good one? Which one do you want to do first?
Let's do the prize that we started inside our school group. Let's do that one first.
Okay, awesome. All right. Well, then what I'm going to do is I am going to take a super quick commercial break. And then we're going to come right back with our prizes. And we'll dive into the first content, which is all about getting traffic and using Buildy AI to be able to do that. So that's what's coming up next. And Nick, which one is the short Ingeniosity one? You don't know? I'm going to pick one then. We'll go with this one. We'll be right back. Different playbooks, downloadable reports, presentations, and more. Free, all designed to help you start, build, and profit as an online entrepreneur. And they are all based on my $100 million in results across all of my online businesses. Because over the last 25 years, I have figured out what works, what didn't. But it took a lot of trial and error, a lot of painful lessons along the way. And I would like it so that you don't have to fumble around like I did over the years. Instead, I want to give it to you straight, the exact patterns, the exact steps that you need to follow to launch and explode your online empire this year and beyond. So whether you're just starting out or already have a business you want to grow, there is something for you. And it's totally free. So these playbooks, we release them each week, and a couple examples of them are already waiting for you in the vaults right now. These examples would be how I'm using Mr. Beast's leaked manual to blow up my own YouTube channel and make 6 figures from YouTube alone. Also, the next playbook is a simple content hack that made one guy over $1 million his first year. Also, another playbook is how one woman, she made $200,000 by borrowing traffic from other websites. Also, you'll see how to use an AI tool called Runway ML to generate AI ads that are 300% more profitable than traditional ads are. You'll also learn how to use Notebook LM, which is a different AI tool that Google puts out, and you'll see how to make tons of website traffic show up on your doorstep and explode your business. And then another example is our 5 profitable newsletter business ideas. So if you ever wanted to start an online newsletter or an email newsletter, you can start one in a single afternoon with this playbook. Those are just a few examples. There's tons of playbooks and other stuff, and we release more every single Friday. You will get another playbook that will cut right through the noise, will bring you a cutting edge, new marketing or business building strategy. Help you either get more traffic ideas, the strategy, and will help I don't know if that's just me or is the video frozen. Hard-won $100 million worth of experience and make sure it's something that is working now, today. By the way, all of it's indexed, cataloged, and roadmapped. You can log in and find these. You'll never be left in the dust again. Some of the other things that you'll get as an Ingeniosity free subscriber is you actually get to learn behind the scenes of what's going on in my own businesses, so you can see what's working in them right now. So these are not just theories, things that I am doing in my businesses. You'll see real life business experiments and case studies that we're releasing. You'll get the practical blueprints, the growth hacks, everything you can deploy. It's like plug and play. You just take the training, implement it, and you can get results. So as a free Ingeniosity subscriber, you'll get all the practical cutting edge AI tactics that you can use right now in your business so you can participate. All right, I'm cutting that off. That's really annoying. So it appears to be an issue on with your end, Nick. I think your connection issues are the culprit there. So I think the video was coming through like super grainy and stopping and starting. Anybody else see that? Was that? I don't think that was just me. I saw some comments about it, but apologies for the weird video. But there we go. That was our commercial break, and I think your audio is coming through fine, Nick. I don't know, in StreamYard, do you get the message about having a reduced bandwidth?
No,
I don't know what's happening there. Okay, well, anyway, let's move on and do today's content. And the very first thing we're going to do is do the giveaway. So Nick, you have already selected the winner, and let's show who it is. You need to share your screen?
Yes, let's do that. 1 sec. All right. And the winner is Tim Edmondson.
Oh, there we go. So how Tim won was by giving us feedback inside of the school group. We do giveaways and fun prizes and stuff in there all the time. And we have even more prizes in store. So definitely become part of our school community. And Tim, congratulations. Is Tim here? Is he on the show right now?
I haven't seen him. But congrats nonetheless.
Well, congrats, Tim. See, you need to show up live. You need to be here live. But let's see, what did he said here? Okay, this was a very good testimonial about our 4-day challenge. We did a free challenge that I was just telling everybody about. And I love the part at the end there. I am not technical, and yet these 2 workshops were clear, engaging, and honestly pretty inspiring. You took me from being totally overwhelmed at the idea of building a website to actually hitting publish. Wild. What a great testimonial. Thank you, Tim. And congrats. All right. Now if I can find my camera again, there I am. Cool. Well, then we're going to be doing today's content next. And this is going to be all about how to use Buildy.ai. So if you're not already a Buildy AI user, you should be. So definitely grab your Buildy account. And I'm going to show you why in just a moment as we walk through this. So we're going to be covering a particular strategy that is it's a type of site, a method of building a site that is really, really easy to get traffic for, easier than many other strategies. And if you already have a site that you've built in Buildy, you can add this component onto it. So it's something that if you've already built a website, a funnel, a shop, or whatever you might have built inside Buildy.ai, and you'd like to add what I'm going to show you today, it's very easy to do. You could just add it right on to what you're already doing on the website that you have published. That's kind of the way to look at it, because I do think we have a lot of builders here who already have stuff built on Buildy. And let's do a quick informal poll about that. I want to see in the audience, don't be shy. I want to see every answer. Have you yet built and published, meaning you've launched something to the world in Buildy.ai? Give me a yes or a not yet in the chat. So just pop in there. Well, it depends on where sometimes it's off to the side, sometimes it's down below, wherever the chat is on your device. Pop in there and give me a yes or a not yet. Have you built and launched something in Buildy.ai yet? And here, let's take a look. Okay, so some not yets, lots of yeses, And I can control the size, so we can go tall there. And then you make it bigger. Okay. All right, great. Well, let's see, it's down. There it is, right there. So I'm just playing with a new gadget inside of StreamYard, but lots of yeses, some not yets though. Thank you very much for answering those questions. I appreciate that. And here, we'll hide that. And okay, that helps a lot. So those of you who haven't yet, you definitely want to go get your Buildy account, and you can apply what I'm about to show you right inside your Buildy account, okay? And I think I'm good to just get started. Nick, any other housekeeping or anything else we need to do before I just get into the content for today?
No, you can just dive in.
Okay, awesome. Then I shall do that. Let me just make sure all notifications are silenced so that we do not get interrupted. And those of you who are vets to the channel, you know that I'm recording this. So the content that I'm just about to deliver, I'm going to record it. And so what you'll see me do is I'm going to power through from beginning to end. And we start out with what's called our hook that I'm going to be reading off my teleprompter. So I'll be reading off my teleprompter. We'll do the hook. I'll deliver the content. And then I'm going to come back to you in the live audience to get your questions. So we'll go into chat. Nick will help me, and we will answer all of your questions. So if you get anything about the presentation I go through confusing, or you want to ask questions or give some commentary, feedback, would love to hear it. But again, just remember, I'm going to power through until the end, and then I'm going to come back to you. And don't worry, I am here. Your comments are being seen. I'm going to power through so we get this all nice and recorded, because I take this content and I reuse it. So we might use it inside of courses. We might use it in some of my other social media channels. They may end up all over the place. So that's why I record these. It's which is actually a pretty interesting marketing lesson. You know, Nick, we've been talking about perfecting our content engine so that when we make a piece of content here on the show, how it ends up being spread all over the place. I would love to teach that. I think step one is to make sure we have our system perfected, because I think there's a couple things we need to do to tweak it. And then we can come and teach it. Would you guys be interested in that? Maybe not. Maybe you guys aren't too interested in content and doing video content. I don't know. So let me know that in the chat. Would you guys be interested in learning more about the content engine that we use? How do we take one single idea, one single training, and transform it into many, many, many pieces of content that can get you traffic from a lot of places. So, and if you can say no, if that's something that's like not interesting to you, you don't want to learn it, please say no. I definitely want an honest answer in the chat. And what does the verdict look like so far, Nick, in the chat?
Yes. Yeah, I see. Yes, absolutely. Yes. Teach me. Sure. Definitely. Yes. Yes. Yes.
Have we had any
yes.
no's?
Yes, with like 20 exclamation points. Adam says if it's free, it'll be free. No no's.
Okay, no no's yet. I thought some of you might not be interested in that because of not wanting to do content marketing or videos or stuff like that. But so I'll do that. I'll be happy to teach that. We'll do that on a, I don't know if we'll do it in school or we'll do it here, but it will be free. So we'll do it in one of those places. So again, make sure you're in our school community. And we'll do it in one of these places, and I will teach you everything that we're doing. So Nick and I will get together, get ourselves organized, and then share this content engine with you so you can learn more about how it works and how you can use it. Okay, then with that, I'm back out, going to get back on track. Let's get the content done. So I'm going to kick this off now. And so if you hear me doing retakes, what just happened? My teleprompter just disappeared. Okay, so if you see me doing retakes, or talking to my editor on camera, I am still here. I'll be back to you when we get to the end. Here we go. If you're starting here, okay, already take two. If you're starting a business online, you're going to love what I'm about to show you. And that's because these tiny little microsites are winning big time right now. Now, these sites that I'm going to show you, they're getting millions of visitors. Some of them make hundreds of thousands of dollars every single month. And the crazy part is how simple they are. One company, which I'll show you in a bit, is pulling in $600,000 a month with one of these little tiny microsites. Another one gets 10 million visitors every single month. And one founder used this approach to collect 5 million leads and land a $250 million valuation of his business, meaning his company is now worth $250 million. And now AI makes it ridiculously easy to create these microsites, get traffic, and scale fast. And I'm going to show you the best platform, the easiest, the simplest platform to make these with as you keep watching. So stick around to the end because I'm going to break down exactly how these AI microsites work. I'm going to show you real examples that you can model and walk you through exactly how to clone them with AI in under 10 minutes flat using a copy and paste prompt that I'll show you in a little bit. Now, and as a bonus, at the very end, my team pulled together a curated list, a collected up perfect list of high-performing AI microsites so that you can explore them for yourself, see these case studies, see exactly what they're doing to get all this traffic. And as an extra bonus, when you catch me at the end, I'm going to give you the prompts and everything you need to implement this strategy totally free. So let's dive in. Well, hold on. Before things get too exciting here comes the don't sue me, bro disclaimer that I have to do with these videos. It's kind of like safety goggles for social media money videos these days, because I got to tell you that the results that I'm about to show you are real, but they are absolutely, positively not guaranteed, because building a business, it takes actual work. It takes experimentation, and it takes, frankly, the kind of persistence that's usually reserved to people who run marathons for quote unquote fun. Some people can make life-changing money. Some people make coffee money, and some people lose money because they treat this like a digital scratch-off ticket instead of, an actual business. So no promises here, just possibilities, strategies, and tools that you can use if you're willing to put in the effort. Cool? Cool. Let's keep going. Okay. Little point for editing for my editor, and here we go. Now, at this point, you might be wondering, what exactly are these so-called microsites that you speak of? Now, these are AI-powered microsites. It's a little twist on a strategy I'm going to show you. They're short, interactive assessments. They're tiny little sites that ask just a small handful of questions, and they instantly generate a personalized report, a guide, or an action plan for your visitors. But here's the part that most people miss. They look like simple quizzes, but they behave like traffic engines. Now, some gurus call these quiz funnels, and we've taken that idea and we've added a special AI twist that pushes the conversion rates and the traffic way higher. Now, a quiz funnel does two things super fast. First, it gives the visitor a personalized result. So when someone comes to your site and they visit your webpage, it sends them into a clear next step. They know a simple free path on what's the very next thing to do before they get started with your products, whether you want to have them book a call, start a free trial, download something, buy your software, whatever that is. We give them a quick, simple win and an easy to see path to get them through and into your phone funnel. And why do they work so well? And that's because people love to talk about themselves. And when someone starts answering questions about who they are, they unconsciously lower their sales resistance. So you might have heard of this concept of sales resistance before, where if a person detects that you're trying to sell them something, their resistance goes up. It's sort of like a sci-fi force field that goes up around them, and they're resistant to your sales messages. So instead of landing on a generic homepage or a sales page or an aggressive sales process, they're going to say, hold up, this actually understands me and gives me a clear, quick path. Now, an example that you can picture, let me explain. Think of this, okay? Someone taps on a quiz. They find in social media, they see a post, an ad, a viral video, or some other piece of content, and they see that there's a quiz called, "What's your sleep personality?" They answer 7 rapid fire questions. The page does some calculation with AI, and then boom, they land on a result that says, you're a classic night owl. Below is a custom 3-step nightly routine that we built specifically for that sleep type. Plus a quick download button for 7 days to better sleep plans. That's the kind of microsite that we're trying to build. We're going to build one together, and we're going to do it fast in the video a little bit later. And the beauty here is how we're using AI to deliver personalized results to the user. And when you use this as a lead magnet, it's a term you might have heard before, which is how we're going to bait people into coming to our website in the first place. How do we lure them in with some juicy bait that they really want, give them a clear path into our quiz, and then push them deeper into our funnel so they can buy more stuff from us, join our mailing list. And these quiz funnels also automatically grab subscribers and get them on your email list. So not only does it become juicy bait with a very special strategy you can go out and get traffic to your website with, it's the perfect sort of like, it's a greased slide that lures them into your sales process. So once they start down that slide, there's no coming back. Now, another real example is pulling, here we go. A real example that I want to show you is actually pulling in $600,000 a month. And I'm going to show you, this is a live quiz funnel from a company that's doing over $600,000 a month, and a huge portion of their traffic and their visitors, they come straight through this exact microsite. And let me show you that. I need to share my screen here. Let me get that rocking. I forgot to get that going. Let's do this window. Share. There we go. Oh, we'll pull you out of here, Nick. Oops. And I'm going to go this style down here. Okay. Now, as you might have seen, as you see on the screen here, we have prepared an extensive playbook for you. I'll explain later how you can get it for free, no catch, and it includes the prompts, everything we're talking about today, and the case study that I wanted to show you here. So let's scroll down and take a look. So this is the site I'm talking about, and you can see here the worldwide revenue, $600,000 per month with this exact strategy. And I got the link to the source that's in the playbook. You'll be able to get that. Again, more information on that later. And it is a self-improvement mobile app. So they're using their mobile app, again, to be that greased slide to pull them into their business. Now, you can do this with a web app, and that is my preferred way to do it, is that I will create a website with one of these on it and use that to be the greased slide that I pull everybody in to get them down and into my website, on my list, and into my sales funnel. And in fact, we can even look here. I don't know if I can open the ad library. Let me see here. Let me do this off screen real 1 second. One moment here. I want to pull up these examples. And okay, oh, got them both. Okay, great. So here is the quiz itself right here. Okay. So you notice this is a web app. This is not a mobile app. And you start out by just clicking to answer the question. Hey, what's your age? You know, that's interesting. Okay, continue. How often do you feel tired? Right? How often do you leave things to the last minute? How easily distracted are you? Those who know me, I am easily distracted. How often do you feel worried or overwhelmed? Sometimes. So anyway, you go through this. I'm not going to go through the whole thing with everybody. And that, again, this is the greased slide that you go deeper and deeper. And there are some very subtle psychological things in play here. There's human behavioral psychology at play that keeps you moving. Each step is a little bit more of a commitment, a little bit more of a commitment, and you're going down again. That I keep going back to that slide that's, you know, somebody poured a bunch of motor oil and you're going to go sliding down it with no return back. And it's a very interesting psychology, and it just pulls you right into the brand and getting on their mailing list and eventually buying their products. And here's a bunch of their ads. So as we mentioned, here's the ad library. So they're running ads on Facebook. And this is actually the one that's active right now. And this, each one of them leads down into this funnel. You know, some of them are video ads. Here's one here that's been running a while. Self-discovery companion. So let's take a look at that. Okay, I don't have my audio on, so that's not going to work. But as you can see, these are the ads they're running on Facebook. Okay, back to our presentation. So as we saw, the quiz questions look something like this. And now what we're going to do is we're going to make one together. So on this video, I'm going to show you exactly how it's done. The prompt I'm going to use, I will share with you. It's in the playbook that you see here. I'm going to give this to you a bit later in the video. But I would like to know, drop a comment below, because I'm sure at this point you're seeing that this is an amazing way to not only get traffic, but lead someone into your sales process. So for you, if you were going to make a quiz funnel for your business to get it, build a list, get subscribers, attract traffic to your business, what kind of funnel would you make? What kind of niche market? What topic might it be on? I'd love to hear more about this. I can try to do some more specialized training just for you, but I want to hear more about what kinds of businesses that you're doing so that I can tailor my content in our upcoming videos. Okay, cool. Now, here is how to make quiz funnels with AI. And don't worry, you don't have to sign up for expensive software. Don't have to be a techie. You don't have to hire a programmer. None of these things. And that's all thankful to Buildy.ai. And it's Buildy, BUILDY.ai. And we're going to use it to build our quiz. And I recommend you grab your account. This is, of course, I am the founder of Buildy.ai, and I highly recommend that you check it out. It is not just because it's a tool that we brought to the market, but it is really awesome. I use it almost every single day in my business. And I'm going to show you an example of that now. So here is the prompt that you can see here. It will be in the playbook that we're going to share with you. So it's a kind of a big prompt. Okay. And I want you to know you can download this playbook and get this prompt, the one I'm just about to use. Just go to pushbutton.ai/subscribe. That's where you can grab it. So pushbutton.ai/subscribe, and you'll get the prompt, the case studies, and this entire playbook. So what I'm going to do here is I'm just going to come here, and it's pre-built. It's pre-filled out for a specific business. And this niche is for the fitness and nutrition niche. Okay. So we're just going to come in here, and we're going to take this whole thing, and we're just going to copy it, and then we're going to go over to Build the AI, and let me do that for a second here. I don't know if I'm logged in, so let me just see if I can log in. Nope, there I am. And we're just going to paste in our prompt, and we're going to hit go. And so it's going to immediately go to work, as you can see up there and over there. It's going to immediately go to work and start to build. And let me come on screen while we wait for it to build. So the build process of creating, you can make an entire website or an app like this in just a matter of minutes. So instead of sitting here for 3 minutes while we sit there and stare at the screen and watch the thing go around and around, we're going to let Buildy do its thing. Usually it'll come back with some information about what it's about to build for us, and then it just gets to work building it. And why I prefer this platform and why I recommend it is that it is built for non-technical people. There are lots of coding tools that are great for people who know technology, or if you're a programmer already. There are very few tools that truly serve someone who is not technical, doesn't know programming, and maybe even the idea of editing a website gives you anxiety. Well, this is for you. Build the AI lets anyone build something. And for me, as an example, right, I'm kind of technical. I have built several businesses. I've been doing this for 25 plus years on the internet, to the tune of over $100 million in revenue over all those years. So I've got a lot of experience behind me, but I use Buildy every single day because it's quick. Like I had an idea for a sale last week, and I took my idea, I dumped it into Buildy, and I had a whole sales website built. And we launched and made 6 figures in revenue from an idea that I had, and I was able to build in Buildy in just like minutes. So it empowers anyone to get quick results, whether you know anything about tech or not. And you'll see as an example as soon as my build continues. And so while we wait for it to go, let me see if there's anything else in the presentation here that I want to show you. I will remind you, again, if you want to download the slide deck, that's where you get it, pushbutton.ai/subscribe. So while it's cooking, let's take a look at some more examples. So we have a bunch of case studies that producer Nick on the channel has compiled for us. Here is one. This is a company called Care Of. They're actually worth $250 million. And there's a link right here straight to the case study if you want it. And this is a supplement brand. And a lot of their traffic comes from a quiz funnel, which is pretty surprising, right? They're selling a physical product, supplements, and their funnel starts with one of these little AI funnels, which that's our twist, by the way, is we take and put AI.
Their quiz wasn't necessarily made with AI, but it is a quiz.
Yeah. So you want me to back up and re-say that?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, here we go. Now their quiz is a simple quiz, not powered by AI. The ones that you build in Buildy are actually powered with custom, personalized, tailored results that AI creates for your users. But here, this one is just a standard quiz funnel, and they were able to get over 5 million people through their quiz. Imagine 5 million leads coming to your website, into your funnels. There's no wonder that his company is worth $250 million. So here's an example of some of the questions that they ask in their funnel. And then at the end of the funnel, you get something like this, okay? Pretty basic compared to what we're doing. So you can see here, it leads right into then suggesting and recommending their products. And this is something that I highly recommend. If you are an e-commerce brand, you're selling physical products, and your products are problem-oriented, like they solve problems, you should be doing a funnel just like this, okay? And here's some information with an interview about why this works. Why does the personalization and all of the effort that goes into doing this funnel work? Here's another one, Mad Muscle. So they're doing 10 million visitors a month. It's a fitness brand. And they have a personalized workout program that comes out of their funnel. Let me show you that real quick. So you can see here is the start. You can see it's branded as Tai Chi, but really it is a fitness funnel, okay? Let's see. Boom. Choose the body you want, okay? This is very, very good marketing. So that is very subtle. This actually has someone starting to think in their mind the result that they want to get with this company's product. Really, really clever psychology. So if I say I want to get a few sizes smaller, I'm now associating that goal with this company's brand. And then here we can even select the problem areas that we want to handle, right? And they're giving little marketing messages in between. And then we just keep on going into the funnel. Again, I'm not going to go through the whole funnel because that would burn a lot of time. And 10 million visitors a month, pretty stellar. That's just more examples. And you can see they're probably testing a variety of different landing pages that lead into their funnel. You can see this one's a bit different than the one that I got. So here's another one, example 3. This is a $500 million brand for makeup. Same thing. A funnel like this is incredible for physical product companies. Of course it is. It makes sense for like courses and things like that, or services, or book a call funnels, or things like that. Obviously, these work well for that, but they are amazing for physical product funnels. Okay. Now remember, if you want to be able to read all those case studies, get our prompt. You can download the whole thing. Just go to pushbutton.ai/subscribe. What'll happen there is you're going to join a newsletter called Ingeniosity. It's free. And then every Friday, Nick, my son, also known as producer Nick, is creating an issue for you covering a different topic. And each week he adds a new playbook into the library. And coming up, this playbook, the very one that you see on the screen, is about to be added to the library. So if you want to get it, you need to make sure you're a subscriber before it's released, and grab it over there, pushbutton.ai/subscribe. Now let's talk a little bit. Oh, I need to check. Let me just check on our build. Hold on one second. Let me pull it over here. One moment. Huh, very weird. Hey, Nick, can you check to see if anybody's doing maintenance on Buildy right now? Because I can't get it. I'm having an issue. I think what I'm going to do is just make a new project. Stand by, everyone. Okay, let me just check here. I'm trying to see if our project gets launched properly. I know they were pushing an update today. Wouldn't it be awesome that they're pushing the update right while we're live? Okay, now I seem to be getting a response. So we can see here, now Buildy is responding here, telling us what it's doing. It's going to describe what it's building for us, the design and experience it shows for us, even the color palette, and now it's gone to work building. So for whatever reason, that last project had a hiccup and got stuck. But this one seems to be going just fine. So what we can do, and as you hear, I'll hide myself for a moment. So you can see it goes through explaining to you in plain English what it's doing. So it's not, you don't have to be a coder. You don't need to know anything except plain English explanation of what you want. And it can interpret what you want, and it can take care of the tech stuff for you. And this includes everything, by the way. So it'll do your database, all the backend code, the hosting, the design work. It even creates images for you. So if you to be able to make beautiful images in order to create the design of your website, it creates those. It builds everything, writes your sales copy, and it's really good at it, by the way. And in fact, it's trained by me. So you're going to find that as you use Buildy, it goes beyond just a simple coder. It goes into the realm of marketing and persuasion and knowing how to architect a business properly so that you get traffic, so that you get sales, and so you ultimately get profit coming in the door. That's really important. It's not just a coding tool like other things that are out there. It goes way beyond that. And so we'll see that in just a moment as it comes up. It still looks like it's going. I can show a little more. We can see that it is busy doing its thing. So we can see all the pages it's creating, the different stuff it's doing for the app. And it would be very easy to then take this quiz funnel, and then with one more prompt, I can connect it to my email provider. So if I want to make every person that does my quiz subscribe to my mailing list, I can collect their email address and I can send it straight over to my email service provider. And if you don't have an email service provider, we can even provide one for you. So that's a topic for another day. But if you don't have one, we'll get you one. But you can use Buildy AI to do this. Now, it looks like it's rounding up. It'll be done here in just a moment. So Nick, you know what we could do? I could quickly answer one or two questions that might be popping up that are relevant while we wait, and then we'll come back, and then we could have our editor just edit this piece out.
Sure. Yeah. I don't see any relevant questions, but now would be the time to pop your questions in. There was a question from earlier when you were mentioning the content engine. Someone asked, what's a content engine?
So that means a machine, basically, that generates content. And like an engine, you know, it sort of like keeps itself running. The fuel's going in. As long as you keep adding fuel in, it keeps running, right, and generating content for you. So our fuel is a video like this one. So as I record this video here with you today, we take it and it becomes the fuel that feeds the engine. And then you might see blog posts come out, Twitter threads can come out, micro videos, like smaller short form videos. It can be edited up into pieces, or it can be used in dozens of different places. And each place we use it in becomes a new way to get traffic coming to our brand, which is why we do that. So that would be what a content engine is. You feed it fuel, it creates content, which then gets you visitors to your website. Does that explain it well?
That makes sense to me. Does it make sense to you guys?
And
here, I'll take myself off the screen now.
So, and here, I got to get my Zoom set up here. So there we go. Okay. So here is the preview. So we can see in the right pane here, the preview of our app. And as you can see, it's got really great marketing copy. It has done a great job. And let's see what happens when we hit start quiz. Hey, this looks exactly like those $100 million companies quizzes. How do you feel about your fitness level? There we go. Not great, but I'm trying. Okay. What's your biggest hurdle to losing weight? Time. Never on my side. Favorite form of exercise? I like the gym. How often do you meal prep? That's, yeah. I don't ever meal prep. What's your healthy go-to snack? I'd say a protein shake. Okay. How much water do you drink? Does coffee count as water? That's pretty funny. That exactly speaks to me, right? So I can feel myself having affinity for this, right? It's asking me questions in a way that I like. I have answers that really speak to me. I'm being drawn into this. I can feel it. What's your relationship with dessert? Okay. How do you handle stress? Sleep pattern. I'm pretty good with sleep. How do you track your progress? I'll say, there we go. What's your typical workday like? I'm working at home in my pajamas. How do you feel about strength training? Love it. What's your biggest nutrition challenge? I would say that one, late night snacking. How would you describe your energy level? Here we go. What motivates you? Well, actually, you know what? All the above. Almost there. Hey, look at this. So now you put in your name and email address and we go see the results. So stand by while I do that off screen. I'm going to put in my real data real quick. And here we go. Now it's calculating a personalized plan. Now, one thing I want you to realize is the way Buildy works is it's powered by AI. So this quiz is actually created in real time and tailored specifically to the customer. It's written for a new report is written specifically for every new customer. So it speaks to them. They read it and they're like, wow, this person really, or this company really gets me. They really understand me. They must know how to help me, right? That's the feeling that we want to create with this report. And it generated it. So let me show you here. Okay. And by the way, this is a preview window. This portion here on the left panel and over here on the top, that's all Buildy, and the actual app is previewed in this section here on the right. And so here is our report. It says, I'm a time-starved go-getter. Hey, Nick, does that sound like me?
That kind of does sound like you.
Who you are and where you're at. You're a dynamic, driven professional who loves the feeling of a good workout, but struggles to find the time and energy to keep everything balanced. That is exactly right. Your dedication to strength training is solid, yet the hustle often leaves little room for consistent meal planning and adequate hydration. This was written for me, right? It isn't that it just sounds like it. That was written for me and is exactly my situation. So when your visitors to your website have this free, cool experience that they go through and they get something like this, it really bonds them to your brand, okay? And then it goes into my prescription of what's really holding me back. And it gives me a 90-day game plan and some mistakes to avoid, and then explains how this company can help me with the Strong in 90 coaching plan, okay? So then we can join the mailing list for more strategies, or we can start the quiz again. But now this becomes an amazing way to get traffic and to have that greased slide effect where when someone comes to your website with the bait that you've provided, they just, like magnetism, are pulled to you and your brand, and they feel fantastic about working with you because of this experience. It really makes a difference. It really does. So now let me, I don't know if I have anything left in the slide deck. Let's go back to our deck. So Nick has prepared a app for you to help you make your own prompts. So not only you can download my prompt, the one that I used up here, way up here, you can download this with the deck, but you can also get access. Oh, we have Nick here with us. So, Nick, do you want to tell us about this?
Yeah. So, and by the way, by the time this video is up on the channel, we're going to flash you a URL on the screen. It's going to be like easyquizzes.ai or something like that. But you go to that website, it'll ask you some questions. Just answer the questions. Then it's going to give you a prompt that you're going to plug into Buildy that will build your quiz for you.
There you go. So it's a quiz for a quiz funnel.
Yeah. Very meta.
You know what? We should turn it into a quiz funnel.
That'd be I love making this deck. I love this traffic strategy. I love the quiz funnel strategy. I'm going to be just pumping out quizzes left and right to get traffic for Buildy. So we're going to take our own advice. We're going to take our own medicine, and maybe maybe we'll keep you updated and tell you how it goes.
Yeah, there you go. So if Nick ends up with enough time, you'll see this magically transformed into its own quiz funnel. So a quiz funnel for a quiz funnel. And you just answer the questions, and then it will spit out your prompt so that you can go you head over to Buildy, just like you saw me do. Let's see, where is it? No, not there. Which, by the way, this was built. This app, this little page here was built with Buildy. And why can I not find the project? Oh, there it is. Okay. So you'll just come here to Buildy and paste it in. So like if we let's go back to our main page, you'll paste the prompt that it gives you here, hit the button, and you can be on your way to your own quiz funnel. Cool. And then we have a bonus ahead.
You take it from here.
Okay. Thank you, Nick. All right. Bonus ahead. Here is a big old list. So Nick he went overboard here. He compiled for you a list of a ton of example quiz funnels. And it is useful. Wow, that's a lot, Nick. Wow. When did you have time to do that? That's a lot of quiz funnels.
I wanted to make something helpful. Well, I love, I have a huge swipe file. I steal like an artist. I love looking at other people's funnels. I love looking at how other people are driving traffic. Swipe files are a big, huge part of my personal marketing strategy. So I wanted to share the love and help people start their own swipe file. There's no better way to learn than to see what other people are doing. Go check out these other successful quiz funnels and see.
Yeah, I agree. I agree. It's one thing to hear me talk about it and show one or two examples, but to be able to really, really understand the strategy, I think this is super, super helpful. So thanks for that, Nick. You went above and beyond.
It didn't take me hours of searching the web. I had a little help from deep research. So
you cheated.
Deep research did the heavy lifting. I can't take all.
You should have taken full credit for that one. It's pretty good.
I should have asked for a bonus or something.
All right. Okay, cool. Well, then I have a question for everyone real quick at this point in the video. Drop a comment for me and let me know if you'd like more training about how to use Buildy.ai to get traffic to your business. What are more examples of these microsites and different strategies where you can literally use Buildy AI to build the assets and then use them to bring traffic to your business. So let me know. Again, drop into those comments below, and if that would be useful to you, if there's enough interest, enough people vote on it, we will add that to our video lineup, and I will do more training like this about how to use Buildy to get traffic. So yeah, let us know in the comments. And then, of course, this is a plug, a not so subtle plug for Buildy.ai. And you can see right there. So you can go to Buildy AI and you could do this yourself. And you don't need to know how to code. You don't need to know how to be a designer. You don't need to learn how to do copywriting or marketing. None of those things. It can build the entire experience, deploy it, host it, set up your database, handle all of the stuff for you. It does all the things so that your business can be up and running online. And you just go to Buildy.ai to get your account. I highly recommend our Pro plan. If you're really serious about your business and you want to be able to register custom domain names for your projects, get access to some of our more powerful AI features. I recommend the Pro plan, but there's plans at any price point, including free. So you can check that out at buildy.ai. On that note, we're going to wrap things up. If you got value from this video, hit that thumbs up that you see down below. It really does help. And comments, thumbs up, share the love, do all the things to help the video take off. I love it when I see our videos go viral and people share them everywhere. I have more for you coming up soon. Until then, bye for now. Okay, audience, I'm not going anywhere. We've got a whole other segment. We have another $100 prize to give away, and we have all of your questions. So any questions you've got about quiz funnels and about using Buildy this way, we're going to do an on-topic of questions starting in just a moment. So, but before we do that, did you remove all the videos, Nick?
Oh, not intentionally. So I got disconnected. I got kicked out for a second.
Okay.
And so when I got kicked out, all the videos are gone now. Do you want me to put it back?
Do you have one of the Ingeniosity ones? Let's push that one up for a moment.
You got it. Let's see.
Okay, cool. So we're going to take a super quick. We'll be right back, I promise. And we're coming back with all your questions. $100 giveaway and another segment of our show. We're going to be talking about how to escape from the internet marketing hamster wheel. If you've ever felt like you're on that hamster wheel running to nowhere and you don't know what to do to finally get off of it and actually get real results. So we're going to handle that for you in our next segment coming up as well. So we have a lot in store, and you got that break queued up?
Yes.
I don't see it. Hit it.
Your first business doesn't have to be complicated. That's because we're at the start of the AI revolution. Before, it could take months to launch a profitable business and start cash flowing. Now you can do it in as little as one weekend. History is littered with people who've built empires by seizing the moment. They jumped in at ground zero before the door slammed shut. Imagine if you had bought Bitcoin in 2011. You'd be set for life. Jeff Bezos, founder of Amazon, says, "We're at the dawn of a golden age of AI, and we've only begun to scratch the surface." Bezos made his billions riding the internet wave early. Now it's your turn to ride the AI tsunami to the bank. Thousands are about to cash in big time thanks to AI. But the burning question is, will you be one of them? Or will you be left in the dust? If you don't want to be left in the dust, then sign up for the Ingeniosity newsletter, where every week I'll hand you carefully researched blueprints that will help take your business from idea to income fast. Whether you're starting from scratch or looking to level up, each blueprint is designed to cut through the noise and deliver actionable steps you can implement immediately, and I would know. Because I've been able to generate over $100 million in total revenue across my online businesses over the years. You'll get my hard-won $100 million insights delivered to your inbox every Friday. And the best part? It's 100% free. Join over 5,000 other founders and business builders and get your roadmap to unstoppable growth with the help of AI. Just go to pushbutton.ai/subscribe.
You there?
Almost.
Oh, okay.
Now I'm here. All right. So we have some questions. We have $100 to give away. Which shall we do first?
Oh,
I guess
I
we'll do
almost
questions
forgot.
first. Yeah, let's do questions first.
All right. Here I'm scrolling back up.
Yeah. Which, by the way, I know we have also a YouTube ad break that just happened. So some people might be watching YouTube ads. Some people are watching us. But everybody will be back in just a moment. And okay, let's go for it, Nick.
All right. Pete says, can Buildy build a platform that affiliate marketers pick up a link to promote and that it shows data on their link, and then affiliates can get paid as well, a bit like push button AI got, question mark?
I didn't understand the very last part of that question, but Buildy could build you an affiliate link tool. But if you have a push button AI website, you already have one. So that's the other thing that makes me a little unsure of this. So push button AI, if you have a push button AI site, which is a whole other program, totally different program and separate from Buildy AI, it has an affiliate program app already pre-installed or already set up on your website. So if you want to use that and you're not sure what to do, reach out to support. So you can just send an email to help@pushbutton.ai and they'll help you get it set up. But you've already got that. And Buildy could do that, yes. And what I would recommend, though, one thing I will say is that if you're talking about building a massive affiliate network with millions of clicks, Buildy is probably not the platform to build that on. So if you're talking about just want to track your own links and your own stuff and your own affiliates, totally fine for that. But yeah, it wouldn't. It's not set up to be like an enterprise scale with hundreds of millions of visitors coming through your affiliate links. Nothing like that. But a simple site for an average small business or an average entrepreneur to run, absolutely no problems.
Awesome. All right. This is a great question. Are you ready?
Yeah.
If we want to give it away versus use it as a lead magnet, can we omit the email capture?
Sure. Yeah. I mean, you just tell Buildy what you want. It'll do anything. You could put the email capture at the beginning. You could put it at the end. You could leave it out completely and just leave it wide open free. All of those are options. You just describe in just plain old English what you want, and it will build it for you.
All right. Can you go over how to connect the quiz funnel to go high level?
I can't do the tech training on that right here. What I can tell you is we have a native built-in high-level integration, which makes it super simple, and I can show you an example of that. Let me add my, gotta remove that. I'll add that. Let's go to Buildy. There we go. So you see here integrations. And by the way, integrations don't come with a free plan. So if you want integrations, you do have to upgrade. I think this is at the pro level. So you hit add integrations and there's high level right there. You just select it and it will walk you through how to integrate high level with your app. Okay. As you can see, there are some other integrations. Some popular ones would be Profit Platform, HubSpot, Slack, Monday, Stripe. Those are our most popular integrations, and it makes it much easier to integrate these things into the apps you create in Buildy.
All right.
All right. I'll bring you on screen here. Or surprise you. Surprise.
Surprise.
Here, we go like that. There we go. Cool. What other questions have we got?
In terms of like on topic questions, I think that's it.
Okay, cool. Well, we'll do one more round of questions and we'll do some open Q&A in just a moment. But before we do, let's give away $100. Do you know who the next winner is?
Yes. Do you want to pull your soundboard up?
Oh, yeah. I totally glad you reminded me. So this winner, just to let everybody know, we do contests inside of our school community. And this was an engagement contest for those of you to help us get some engagement in social media. And this contest, we awarded one of you $100 who helped us with that. It's something that we'll often do inside school. So join our school community and be part of what's going on over there. We're the builders over on school. And we are growing. It's incredible how quick that community grew and how awesome it is in there. Which now that we're plugging it, can you pop the link out one more time to the school community inside the chat? And I'll pin it this time. And there it is. We'll do that there. Okay, now that is the new pin. So we'll do these continuously over in school and announce them here, I think, most of the time. So let's do the drum roll. And are you ready?
Yeah. All right. It's Internet Marketing Jedi. That's his
Internet
his
Marketing
YouTube name.
Jedi. All right.
Yeah. I'll have to go into the school group and uncover his real identity so we can get a hold of him. But Internet Marketing Jedi, are you here?
Yes, Internet Marketing Jedi. We'll find your
We'll
secret
find
identity.
you. We're gonna find you.
We'll find your secret identity and reach out to you and make sure that we get you your $100 prize. But are they here? Anybody? And don't pretend to be them. We'll find out.
There's someone from the San Juan Social who's here.
Oh, awesome. I can't wait. That's coming up. So looking forward to it.
Is it? All right. It's been, dude, the time flies by so fast.
I think it's in March, right? I believe it's coming up.
Yeah, so it's not that far away.
So those of you who don't know what the heck we're talking about, it's an awesome cruise with some of the world's movers and shakers in the business world. It's a networking event / mastermind / cruise. Yeah.
So if you want to party with Bill for a week, go on the next San Juan Social.
Yeah, put on by really good friend of mine, Davin Michaels, is putting that on. So if you get a chance to go, grab your spot. It's pretty awesome. Okay.
Yeah.
Then with that, I think we'll move on. Right? We got the prize done. So congrats. Were both of our winners not here today?
No. You gotta be here.
We need to shame them for that. So we'll call them out in the school group. You got to show up next time. All right. Well, then with that, let's just kick it open to open Q&A. I have another segment that is the segment about escaping the internet marketing hamster wheel so that you can finally get to the fun part, which is the profit. I know there are so many people who are kind of stuck in this stage, early in the stage of trying to build a business on the internet. And some of you get a business launch, some of you don't. But very often you feel stuck and you're not moving forward. So that's what we're going to be covering next up. And but before we do, we'll do a final round of Q&A before we get to the next segment.
All right.
What else we have?
This is great question. I believe talking about the quizzes we just talked about. He says, can we pair this with a scheduler? I have a travel platform.
I think so. I'm not totally sure I understand how that would work, but I mean, Buildy can do just about anything. So just last night, I built a complete AI voice agent who can call people. I was having it harass Nick.
That was cool.
I would change his personality and then I'd have it call Nick and talk to him. Yeah.
I didn't think Buildy could do stuff like that. That was
cool.
Yeah.
Well, I had to find the AP, let's see, how do I explain this in a non-technical way? I had to find the voice service. Buildy itself can't do connection with telephone lines. So I had to find another service that Buildy could use to put the two together. But once I found the service, it was relatively straightforward. And I think I spent, maybe 2 hours total. And we have inbound and outbound voice. We have text messaging. We have a web chat. And I'm probably, maybe 30 minutes more work away from it being like a fully polished app. But I can call Nick and harass him anytime I want now.
Nice.
Yeah. I think I made a passive aggressive agent and had them call you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I made it be nice to me I wanted to see if it'll, if I could get it to disobey your instructions and decide to be nice to me, and I changed its mind. It was being nice to me.
Yeah. Oh, the other thing I did, which is a pretty cool app. Let me see if I still have it up. I might have it up. It is Yeah, this is awesome. So here, let me see if I can find the preview link and show everyone. So I'm going to try, hopefully I can let you see how it works over here. Stand by, everybody, while I get this figured out. This is pretty awesome. So Nick, this is the thing I showed off in the morning meeting. So I made this literally this morning. And so you can see here, there's my mic. So it's asking for permission to read my mic, which I can give it. Okay. Then I can give it access to system audio. So I can give it access to, like, let's say I'm on a Zoom call, or let's say right now on the live stream. In fact, I don't know what this is going to do. Hopefully it doesn't like crash out everything. Let me see. I think it's this window here. And so now it's running, and actually I think I can, good. Okay. So my audio is coming through this way, and
that is wild. That's ridiculous.
And yours is too, right? So now I can start recording it, or I can start transcribing it.
Oh yeah, it is coming through.
Yeah. So here, well, I'm going to hit, let's start transcribing. Hopefully this all works. I was just built this morning. So it takes a minute. It's not quite real time, but it will transcribe the call. And I made this to solve a problem because, you know, I have meetings in lots of different apps, and it does, the transcription is not, well, shoot, you saw it work this morning. I don't know what it's doing right now. Oh, there we go.
Here it goes. Whoa.
There we go. So
did you have to
transcribing
in
not
an
quite
API
real
or
time.
anything?
Yeah, I'm using an API to do this. I actually might build this feature into Buildy directly in one of our AI integrations, actually. And it's not 100% perfect. No AI transcription is, but is really, really good. And so now I have a chance to record my meetings. And I have another AI tool I made that takes meeting notes and turns them into projects in a project management tool. So now I can record my meetings, take the transcripts, and go turn it into like a whole to-do list and task list for my team. So there we go. And it has continued, but it's, see, I need to make it so it auto scrolls. But so you can, there is the transcription, and it will continue updating periodically. And yeah, this was built by Buildy, and I literally had this idea this morning, maybe like a half an hour before our meeting. Here, let me turn off transcription because it does cost money. And I'll turn off system audio so it doesn't interfere with our show. But here, I'll bring us back up. And so I literally had the idea for that about 30 minutes before our staff meeting and built the app and then used it to record and transcribe our morning staff meeting. So Buildy does so much more stuff than just like the simple quiz funnels that you saw us build. If we have time, maybe I could use it live to harass you with. Well, we can show the voice agent.
I'll put it on speakerphone.
Although I think the most recent version of the agent is trained on one of my sales videos, so it's designed to sell you products. But
I'll have it pitch everyone live.
Yeah, it's actually a product that closed last night, so no one can buy it now. But anyway,
Never mind.
Yeah. So let's go back to questions. I got distracted wanting to show off what Buildy can do.
All right, this is from Boria, who's one of our Buildy power users.
Yeah.
I think she's like on the top 5 on her leaderboard, so she's an awesome pillar of our community. So she says, can we use the same domain and profit platform CRM on different Buildy projects? Meaning, does the database of leads switch regardless of which Buildy site / app it's connected to?
So it's one domain per project would be the way to describe it. So when you connect a domain, you cannot connect it to multiple projects. It's one domain to one project. Now, inside of a project, you can create multiple features, right? You could have a quiz app, you could have a sales funnel, and a full-blown app that maybe you charge money for. You can put all of that into one project. But then there would be one domain for that complete project. So it would be like domain.com/quiz maybe, or domain.com/sales, or whatever, or /app, or however you want to organize it. You just tell Buildy what you want the pages to be named, and it will be like sub pages or subsections, on your site like that. Yeah.
Cool. All right.
And there's our school community, so for everyone to see. Hey, look, we're live on YouTube. Did you know that?
No. How's that work?
So, and you can see here a lot of great activity. So thanks everybody who's been part of that community. And we can see here our leaderboard of all the people here in Buildy. And so, yeah, we have a couple of superstars that have been super active and helpful in the group. And you can, props to all you guys. So these are some of the leaders in the group. Frank, Elizabeth, Boria, Michaela, Suzanne, Deborah, everyone in there has been very, very active, and especially active helping other users, which is, I think, just amazing. So
you know what I want to do? This is one of the features baked into School,
Mhm.
is you can give people perks depending on where they're at on the leaderboard. We should probably put something in there to reward some of the power players in our community.
Yeah, that'd be cool. I like that.
Like a course or credits or something like that. I'll have to figure out what we'll do with that, but it's pretty awesome.
Yeah, there's been some people that have been so incredibly helpful in there. And, as I said, thanks to all of you. All right. Well, I got us distracted. We were supposed to be doing questions, and I have some more content to deliver. So we got more questions, or shall I move on to the content?
Let me see. We have a few. Let's do the content, and then we'll pick the questions back up after we're done with the next segment.
That was supposed to be the end of the show.
Oh, you're right. You're right. There's like two more.
Yeah.
Here, we'll do more.
And you need to get that video queued up too to be able to do it.
Oh, right. Here. I completely forgot. Let me get that in there.
You want to be?
No, not yet. All right. Okay. Yes. Does Google Voice work with it? I'm assuming he's talking about your phone agent.
It can call a Google Voice number, but it's not designed to use Google Voice to do its calling. I actually don't know if Google has. Boy, I'm going to get technical, so forgive me, the non-technical part of the community. But if Google Voice has an API that Buildy can tap into, then yes, you could make it work. I personally don't know. I kind of think they don't. I don't believe Google Voice has an API, but perhaps. And almost a lot of services do. That's how different systems talk to each other, right? So you might have one system that is, has AI, and then another system that has voice, and they create what's called an API so that they can talk to each other and exchange data and verify security. It's really important that everything be secure, and it's called an application programming interface, and it allows two systems to sync up and talk to each other and to know they're authorized to talk to each other, right? Because you wouldn't want just anyone being able to get a hold of your Google Voice number and make phone calls out of it. So Google has to create and make available an API to securely allow Buildy to access it. And if Google doesn't allow that and doesn't make an API available to us, then we can't connect to it. I think that's the simplest way to explain it.
Cool. All right. Let's see. This is the final one. You ready?
Yeah.
And he's talking about the quiz funnels we just talked about. He says, how would you leverage this for affiliate marketing?
So if you're wanting to do affiliate marketing, this is probably the number one way to start. And so the first thing you need to just do is decide your niche market and who are you going to serve, right? You saw like 189 examples, I'm exaggerating, but it seems like it, that Nick gave you of different niches. So go get the deck that he is going to give everyone. He'll put it in the library once you're an Ingeniosity subscriber. Might be a few days before it shows up there, but he'll email you with that when it's ready. And then go in there and look at all the examples and pick a niche market that you see, because those are all successful examples. So pick one of the niches that you see being used and build your own quiz funnel. And so what I would do is, let's say, we'll pick the fitness niche because we saw several fitness examples and I did a fitness app and showed some. So let's say you're going to go in the fitness niche as an affiliate. So you create your quiz and you decide who you're going to serve. I wouldn't do fitness for everyone. I'd probably niche it down just a bit and do like, are you going to go for men, women? You're going to go for people over 50, or are you going to go for younger people who are looking for fitness? Personally, I'd recommend the 50 plus crowd. That tends to be where the most money is in the fitness world. You can go younger. There's certainly plenty of, like muscle building, fitness, and performance oriented offers that could go younger. But anyway, to make your decision on which part of fitness you're going to serve, you create your quiz funnel and you start building a list. Okay. So everybody who goes through your quiz goes on your subscriber list, and you'll find that that is where all of your profit will come from in the long run. Short term, it'll take a while, but in the long run, if you start building a list, you will make way more money in the long term. So you start building your list, and then what I would do is just find the 4 or 5 offers that are targeting that group and put them on your thank you page. You could just tell Buildy and say, hey, Buildy, here are 4 or 5 offers I'm promoting. Can you please put these links and naturally work them in on my final report page? And then Buildy will just do that for you. It'll scatter your affiliate links all over that final page. You saw in my examples, right? After I finished asking the questions, it dropped me onto the page that was giving me my plan, right? Right on that page, you can drop affiliate links promoting different products or services. Then, of course, when people click them, you get your commissions. And you're building a list all at once. So that would be their business model in like 3 minutes. There you go.
All right, some more questions rolled in that are. I think we should take them up.
Okay.
Let's see. Can you use this for affiliate marketing or a landing page that saves the CRM data from any platform for the posts?
I got lost in that question.
I'll repeat it again. Can you use this for affiliate marketing or a landing page that saves the CRM data from any platform for the posts?
Well, you can make a landing page for affiliate marketing, for selling your own stuff, for any purpose you want, right? There's no limit to what you can do with making landing pages in Buildy. It will save your information in Buildy's, like Buildy will create a database for you and save all of the data. And you can set it up to connect with whatever tools you want and send the leads there. Could be a customer relationship management tool, an email marketing tool. Like an example somebody mentioned earlier was High Level. Can connect it right to High Level. And every time someone fills out your quiz funnel, the lead goes into High Level. So I hope that answered your question. I think it might.
Okay. This is a good question. Regarding security, where is the website /app I get? Where is it held? Do I put it onto my HD? And does Push Button have servers?
Well, if we're talking about Push Button or Buildy, they're 2 different companies, 2 different programs and systems, okay? Push Button is a WordPress-based system, and it's on our share. We have a huge infrastructure for WordPress hosting, so that's where that goes. If you're talking about Buildy, whole different system, whole different set of high-performance servers that are secure that we take care of for you. So you don't have to host it anywhere. We take care of it for you. So that's the simple answer.
All right, cool. Good question from Boria. What are the best practices on selecting affiliates?
on selecting selecting affiliate offers, I guess is probably the question.
I think she means you are the maybe you should clarify, Board. Do you mean as in you're the offer owner and you want to select affiliates to promote you, or you're an affiliate and you're looking for an offer to promote?
Yeah, it depends on which side. I'll answer both sides. That might be the quick answer. So if I have an offer and I have someone who wants to promote it, anyone is, how do I want to say this? Anyone who doesn't look like they're potentially trying to scam me, right? So there are shady things in the affiliate world. It's called affiliate fraud. So if it's your offer and you're paying commissions out, I'm just cautious if I see any red flags, and I don't mean to be against certain countries or anyone, but there are certain countries that have an incredibly high rate of fraud. So I might avoid certain countries. Unfortunately, just, for security, I have to, because what they'll do with affiliate fraud is they'll send a bunch of fake traffic, charge a bunch of fake credit, not fake, but stolen credit cards on your system. And then they get paid their affiliate commissions, and then you're stuck because now you have a bunch of fraud run on your merchant account. So I'm very cautious about that. But if I don't see any red flags of, like if I go look at them, they have a social media presence, they're very obviously real people, they're not like a fake persona, and they seem legit to me, they can promote, right? That's in terms of finding affiliates. And Nick, you're searching constantly for affiliates to promote. So, I know you're looking on social media for people who have audiences typically, right?
Yeah.
So they've either got a newsletter, a channel, a TikTok following, big on Instagram. So somebody with an audience who's legit and doesn't throw off any warning signs about being fraudulent, and then we try to recruit them. Now, the other side, if you're trying to find an offer and you're an affiliate, you want to promote someone's affiliate offer and you want to get paid your commissions. At that point, there is no simple way to do it other than looking up the company. Are they a legitimate company? Do their products seem legitimate? Is their marketing materials, do they just, based upon whatever knowledge you have about marketing, does it look like their sites can convert? Do they have a good marketing message? Is it easy to figure out how to buy or sign up for whatever you're promoting? If it's a confusing, convoluted process to try to just to buy the product, which I've seen that, by the way, it's a shame. I've seen great companies and then they have like a very difficult process to try to buy that's confusing. So I don't promote them. If it's a simple and easy process to know how to buy, marketing is good, product is good, that's it. Then you promote them, you test it. And that's really where I test it, and then I'm quick to weed out offers. If I test it with some traffic and it's not converting, I just stop promoting it and I move on to something else. But, either that, or I might look and see, did I send them bad traffic, right? If I sent them the wrong kind of traffic, maybe my targeting is wrong, or I sent them a bunch of freebie seekers who weren't really serious, or the wrong demographic. If it was my fault, then I'll dial in my traffic and keep testing. But if I've sent them good quality traffic and it didn't convert, then I just stop promoting them. Okay, well, I think we're going to move on. I know questions will keep going in for the rest of the night, I think, if we don't move on at this point. So I will apologize to you in advance if I missed your question, or we're going to move on at this point. So what I'm going to do is I have a cool piece of content that we're going to deliver to you that is all about getting results. How do you actually avoid being one of these people that are trapped in the internet marketing hamster wheel, sometimes for years? I have talked to people that have been studying internet marketing, trying to launch a business for almost a decade, and they haven't gotten even a small result yet. It's a shame. And so we're going to talk about how you fix that and get off that hamster wheel and get to real results. And it is the exact path forward to do that. So that's what's coming up next. I do want to play a very quick commercial break, and then we will be right back with the next segment.
Your first business doesn't have to be complicated. That's because we're at the start of the AI revolution. Before, it could take months to launch a profitable business and start cash flowing. Now you can do it in as little as one weekend. History is littered with people who've built empires by seizing the moment. They jumped in at ground zero before the door slammed shut. Imagine if you had bought Bitcoin in 2011. You'd be set for life. Jeff Bezos, founder of Amazon, says, "We're at the dawn of a golden age of AI, and we've only begun to scratch the surface." Bezos made his billions riding the internet wave early. Now it's your turn to ride the AI tsunami to the bank. Thousands are about to cash in big time thanks to AI. But the burning question is, will you be one of them? Or will you be left in the dust? If you don't want to be left in the dust, then sign up for the Ingeniosity newsletter, where every week I'll hand you carefully researched blueprints that will help take your business from idea to income fast. Whether you're starting from scratch or looking to level up, each blueprint is designed to cut through the noise and deliver actionable steps you can implement immediately, and I would know. Because I've been able to generate over $100 million in total revenue across my online businesses over the years. You'll get my hard-won $100 million insights delivered to your inbox every Friday. And the best part? It's 100% free. Join over 5,000 other founders and business builders and get your roadmap to unstoppable growth with the help of AI. Just go to pushbutton.ai/subscribe.
And we're back. There's also a little YouTube ad break going. Appreciate everybody for hanging in there through our break. And we're going to be moving into the next segment. Now, this segment is something that I chatted a little bit about during our last workshop. So we did a workshop. Was like we hosted it in school and we had these live broadcasts. And we had quite a lot of people show up. Every single night. I did it every night at 5 Pacific. And we had hundreds of people showing up live in the workshop, every single night for 4 days, which was really fun. And during that time, I talked about what does it take to actually get results. And there's a common pattern that I think a lot of people that get kind of stuck and who don't get results, they settle into this pattern. And I have seen it tens of thousands of times in people that I have coached over the years. And until you break that pattern and change the way you're working, you will be stuck there. You'll be stuck. It is a hamster wheel. It is a trap. And so we're going to talk today about how to break out of that trap. And I'm going to play a little bit of content that actually came from the workshop. It's a short little piece. It's not too long. So some of you, this may sound a little familiar, but it's worth watching nonetheless. And so here's what I'm going to do. You have that up and ready to go, right, Nick? There we go. Yeah, I see it there. And I have a little intro I'm going to do. So I'm going to record a little bit of an intro, and then we're going to cue that up. And so you may hear me talking about the workshop in the training that's about to happen, but just know the workshop has concluded, and this is a little segment from the shop, or from the workshop. So here we go. I'm going to record the hook right now, and then we're going to move on to the training itself. If studying online business made you money, you'd be rich by now. No, my prompter stopped working. Okay, now it's working. Here we go. If studying online business actually made you money, you'd be rich by now. The problem is that you don't know. Okay, we'll start this again. Lots of editing for our editor. So editor, you can pick it up here. The problem isn't that you don't know enough. It's that you haven't even really launched anything yet. And in the next few minutes, I'm going to pull you out of research mode and get you live today. follow this training, follow my advice, and what I'm going to talk about at the end, and you will be launched and deployed and active today, and we are going to break this cycle. No theory, no fluff, just action. So are you prepared for everything to change? Well, let's dive in. All right, there is the hook.
All
A
right.
little bit of editing for Jake. And it's queued up there, right? Okay, then I will, I'll pop it up, and here we go. If you want to be an entrepreneur and you want to be successful, you have to start. You can't sit on the sidelines learning and studying and hoping to get it right the first time out of the gate. So you need to start. And I mean, not someday, not when you figure it out perfectly, not when you quote unquote know enough. You start by taking the next small step with what you already have right here, right now. You do not need to learn anything else. You just go through what we're about to go through and do it. Do the steps with me and you will win. This is not a theory session. This is a push to get you building, launching, and you're going to learn. You'll be learning by doing, not by studying or listening or figuring it out. You're going to learn by doing, because that is how every real business is born. Now, when you begin, it's tempting to play small. You know, it feels safe if you just sort of like think about little tiny goals and playing small. And what you will need to know is, if you're worried about failing and you feel like you need to test the waters and try something little, or you need to learn enough to get it right, and you're concerned about failing, don't be. As you start this next business together with us during these 4 days, I want you to give yourself permission to take action, to be imperfect, to fail, to make mistakes, and shoot for the moon. I want you to I want you to think about a target or what you want to get out of this and make it a sky-high goal. So I want you here, your goal here in making this decision is not to protect yourself from mistakes. Your goal is to grow into someone who can handle bigger opportunities. And this is where it gets real. You don't need a perfect idea. You don't need a perfect funnel. You don't need a perfect brand. You don't need any of those things. You simply need to take action. It is the foundation. The foundation of success is in taking action repeatedly. So this might mean writing your first email, making an offer that we're going to do together, building your first product, your first website. Everything that you want in business sits on top of this foundation. Your business, your success as an entrepreneur simply will not happen unless you take action today. Not by thinking about it, not by studying it, not by hoping you'll get it figured out or find the right strategy or the next most profitable tactic. It is by taking action right here, right now. Now, it is hard to fail, but it is far worse to have never tried to succeed in the first place. And some of you are right on the edge. You're right on the edge of getting started. You've watched sessions like this, you've learned, you've taken notes, maybe you've attended webinars or workshops or bought courses, but you haven't stepped into the arena yet. Roosevelt is saying it's okay if this is challenging. It's all right if it feels a little overwhelming. That's normal, but it is absolutely not okay to stay on the sidelines forever. If you keep thinking and studying and waiting and not taking action, you don't get that big goal that you have. The goal that you have for why you're here going through this is important. It's valuable, and you will never, ever, ever achieve it if you do not take action. So you don't build confidence by waiting and studying and learning. You build confidence by trying, maybe failing sometimes, adjusting, adapting, and trying again. This is exactly why you have to start. You can hear strategies and forget them. That's how ever happened to you. Have you ever went through a course or attended a webinar and you learned something kind of seem kind of interesting. And then a few weeks go by and you kind of forget what it was or how it worked, or, it's really interesting. But as you see here, I hear and I forget. I see and I remember. I do and I understand. Really powerful quote from Confucius. So this is exactly why you have to start. Not only will you be able to be working here, you're going to be able to see the other people's results. We're going to be sharing openly in our community. You can see other people's results, so you can remember by seeing. And then you're going to do it yourself. We're going to launch that website, launch that product. We're going to be handling the real world problems that are going to come up, because they will. And you're going to finally understand how this game works. So the fastest way to gain clarity is to move from hearing and learning and reading to seeing, and then ultimately by doing. Now think about this. This is Einstein, the man who completely changed our understanding of the universe and how everything works. He says the only source of knowledge is experience, not study, not figuring, not thinking, experience. Einstein's basically saying theory doesn't count until you've actually lived it. Every project that you might have dabbled in and gotten started, every offer you put out, every conversation, every one of those is experience. So the more action you take, the more experience you gain, the more you learn, the more you know, the more you understand, and the closer you get to having success. This experience, even if you try it and you're not happy with the results, let's say we spend the 4 days together, you follow my advice, you do it, you come out with a website, a sales funnel, and a product, and you just don't quite like how it came out, you will have the experience and the knowledge and understanding where you can do it again and make it better and better and better until you get that big successful win. The experience, it turns into intuition. You get eventually to a point like me where it's sort of intuition. I just act and I get it right because of all of the experience I have from all of my past actions. You get better at making decisions. You can spot opportunities and you can see how to make money. It's kind of like in the Matrix, to if you'll think about when Neo finally had his moment and realized he was the one and he could see the Matrix. I kind of feel that way. I see the world and I see the money opportunities before me. And I got that way by experience and by doing and ultimately failing a bunch of times and succeeding. Through that experience is how I can see the money opportunities. And you don't get that by waiting. You don't get that by studying or learning or listening. You get it by starting and stacking up real world experience. So Tony here, he created this little thing called the iPod. I can remember when my kids first got their iPods. And if you really want to think about it, that was the thing that changed the world. That is what cracked open the door that led to the smartphone. That's what ultimately where we got our iPhones, and then eventually came Android. And the entire thing started with him creating the iPod while he was with Apple. He also created the Nest, the home computing and automation platform. And he says here, learning by doing is the only way I know how to learn. And his approach is simple. He learns by doing. And the builders that you look up to, like guys like him, guys like Elon Musk and others, they're not superhuman. They just gave themselves permission to try things in the real world, to build stuff, to do stuff, and to be willing for it to go wrong and for it to not come out right, and then to improve it, start over, and repeat. And as a new entrepreneur, you should adopt this mindset. You should think, I will learn by building, not just by studying. And I'll repeat that. I really would hope you take this to heart. This should be your mantra through the next 4 days. I will learn by building, not just by studying. Richard Branson, billionaire, says you don't learn to walk following rules. You learn by doing and by falling over. So that's what I'd like you to do in the next 4 days, is do a little bit of walking and maybe a little bit of falling over. And it is through that effort is how you're going to win. And the same thing, think about riding a bike or any sort of activity. You figured it out by doing, by failing, by falling over, maybe getting some scrapes and bruises and bumps in the process. And this is a simple and powerful point. You did not learn to walk by reading a manual. You pulled yourself up, you took a step, you wobbled, you fell, and you tried again. Entrepreneurship is no different. You don't need the rules figured out. You need to take your first step, then your next step. And if you slip and you fall, that's just part of the process. My team and I will be here through the next 4 days and beyond in our school community to help pick you up, dust you off, and keep you stepping. It is not a sign to quit if you make a mistake or something doesn't go right or you have a minor failure along the way. That is not when you quit. It's only a sign that you're moving. Your feet are moving one step before the next, and you'll get better and better at it. So here's what I really want you to leave with this. You do not need permission. You do not need perfection. You need motion. Take one concrete step today, which I'm going to give you some steps in just a moment to take. You move forward, and then tomorrow we're going to take the next step. And we're going to actually begin deploying and launching and getting your business ready and up on the web. You're going to learn all about how to use the technology. I will make sure you are armed with all of the knowledge that you need to build powerful websites and apps and tools with the Buildy platform. And then even if your next business, let's say the one you make over the next 4 days, if it doesn't become your big win, you're going to walk away with the skills, the experience, and the confidence that will compound. They'll get bigger and bigger and bigger so that your next business can be your success. So start now, learn by doing, and grow every step of the way. And in this workshop, there will be two types of people: those who watched or those who built something. Drop a 2. Put the number 2 in the chat if you're in the second group. Who's going to build something over the next 4 days? Who is willing to go along and build something together with me over the next 4 days? Type the number 2 into the chat if you are willing to be part of that group. And here, I'm going to pull the chat panel open so I can take a look here. 1 second. Oh, actually, there are so many people on, my chat panel just crashed. 1 second. Okay, there we go. There we go. I see Tony says, I will build 22,222 businesses. Yeah, cool. Lots of 2s, lots of excitement. Okay, good, good, good. I'm glad this is resonating, because that's what this is all about. This next 4 days is about action. So draw your line in the sand. Make the decision right here, right now. Starting today, I'm a builder, not a spectator. Make that decision. I mean, really, I'm not saying this just to sound, to sound motivational. I really mean it. Right here, right now, will you do that? Will you make the mental choice, the mental decision in your mind right now that starting today, I'm a builder, not a spectator? Do that right now.
You are muted.
It helps when I unmute. Yeah. Am I coming through now?
Yes.
Okay. Okay, good. So there you go. I hope that was inspirational. A little clip from our workshop, and many of you were there, but I hope that reminded you of just how important that is, because that is really what you should live by as an entrepreneur. Just keep taking steps, keep taking action, knowing, like the child that is going to fall over as a new entrepreneur, you may fall over, you may misstep, or riding your bike, you may fall over. And you learn from that experience, you change, you keep stepping. And that is the path to actual success. It's not a scratch off lottery ticket. It's not a slot machine pull. It's not anything like that at all. And it's instead, it is in what you do is what ultimately determines whether you stay on the sidelines or you ignore the bumps and bruises and become a winner at the end. So with that, I do want to invite you, if you are not a Buildy.ai client, you should go there and sign up. So sign up at Buildy.ai and get your account. You can use it to build. I will continue to help you to build and deploy and take action and actually move yourself towards getting results. Because after all, you're now a builder, right? So build. Go to Buildy.ai, get your account, and join our school community. So we have not just me, but a whole bunch of my team. A bunch of my team is in there to help you. And we have thousands of very active users in the community that also are there to support you and help you and brainstorm together and problem solve together. So you have a huge support community to back you up when you fall over and you get those bumps and bruises and scrapes along the way. Use the community to keep you motivated and inspired to keep moving forward. So grab your Buildy.ai account, head over to our school community and become a member. And I cannot wait to see you across the finish line so that you start having money coming in, profit and customers to your new online business. And on that note, I want to say goodbye for now. I'll see you soon.
Starting your first business doesn't have to be complicated. That's because we're at the start of the AI revolution. Before, it could take months to launch a profitable business and start cash flowing. Now you can do it in as little as one weekend. History is littered with people who've built empires by seizing the moment. They jumped in at ground zero before the door slammed shut. Imagine if you had bought Bitcoin in 2011. You'd be set for life. Jeff Bezos, founder of Amazon, says, "We're at the dawn of a golden age of AI, and we've only begun to scratch the surface." Bezos made his billions riding the internet wave early. Now it's your turn to ride the AI tsunami to the bank. Thousands are about to cash in big time thanks to AI. But the burning question is, will you be one of them? Or will you be left in the dust? If you don't want to be left in the dust, then sign up for the Ingeniosity newsletter, where every week I'll hand you carefully researched blueprints that will help take your business from idea to income fast. Whether you're starting from scratch or looking to level up, each blueprint is designed to cut through the noise and deliver actionable steps you can implement immediately, and I would know. Because I've been able to generate over $100 million in total revenue across my online businesses over the years. You'll get my hard-won $100 million insights delivered to your inbox every Friday. And the best part? It's 100% free. Join over 5,000 other founders and business builders and get your roadmap to unstoppable growth with the help of AI. Just go to pushbutton.ai/subscribe.